Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Chris, and this is my channel, Chris P44S. And today I'm going to be playing Raft. It's been out for a month now, and I was kind of hesitant. I don't know why, not for any reason, but I just hesitated to play this at first. Not for any reason in particular, but mostly because I was kind of waiting for some friends to like jump on board, and I think that's where the game really, really shines, is in multiplayer. But even in single player, Raft is really, really awesome. Like, this is a really, really cool game, and it reminds me so much of the movie Waterworld with Kevin Costner that some people might know, but if you don't know, watch Waterworld with Kevin Costner. Like, it's a little bit older, but the concept is really cool, and the movie's really cool in general. It's kind of like Mad Max on the water, and instead of Mel Gibson, it's Kevin Costner, who isn't that bad. I feel like people always give him shit, but he's not that bad. People probably just unsubscribed when I just said that. But nah, he's not bad. He's not bad. But it's just, yeah, like, this game is really awesome, and the movie Waterworld is awesome. It's basically like the premise is the whole world is flooded over, and people are just living on rafts looking for land. And it's kind of the same thing that's going on in Raft. Although you find land a little bit, is a little bit easier to find. But it's a really cool game, and I just kind of wanted to play it for like 20 minutes or so, and just so people can see it if they haven't. The game is available on Steam. I forget how much it is. I already bought it, so I want to say it's like 20 bucks. I want to say it's like 20 bucks to buy it, which isn't that crazy. But basically, you open up the game, and this is kind of what you see here. New world, load, join. So the one thing is, I don't think so. Like, you can't just join any random's game, which it seems kind of weird, but I mean, it also makes sense. So you pretty much can only play with people that you know already. And then there are some different, you can have your character name here. There are some different characters you can play with. And obviously this is it really is just like, you can't even see your character in the game, so it's really not a big deal. It's just a nice little extra piece to get you into the game, get your immersion going. There are some settings here, but nothing that I've ever changed. Potentially other than the mouse sensitivity. But everything kind of like, usually everything comes up with like a tooltip or whatever, like if you want to interact with something, it'll tell you how. Oh, I never even tried to do this good or fantastic stuff. I don't really want to mess with it right now, but if you have a high power, even at good, everything looks, well, let's just see if it'll change right here. I don't know that actually did anything. I probably should have messed with that, but I never thought to, and you might never think to either. I don't know how insane the graphics can actually get on this, but I don't think they're going to become like worldly different. Maybe from low to extreme, but if you're in the middle, you probably don't see dramatically huge changes. But with that being said, I'm just going to start a new world. And you have some different options here. Creative, unlimited supplies, and health allow you to focus less on survival and more on building. Peaceful, a more relaxed version of Raft where enemies are no threat. Easier to maintain hunger and thirst. Inventory is not lost when respawning. Average difficulty for the average player. So I think the world that I've been is easy. So just for the sake, I'm just going to start a new world. A whole new world. Friends can join. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, basically, I'm just going to show you what Raft is about. It's really, really good. The sound effects are good. Like the music's really good. Visually, the game is really nice. I mean, it could be a little bit better, but I think for what you're getting, it's pretty good. And I'm not totally sure like if worlds are random. If worlds are random, but I like feel like it's procedurally generated as you float on the raft. I think things just kind of like happen as you go, and things are kind of like created on the fly in the game. Like you're just floating, and you'll see. Like it's a really really interesting concept, the whole game, and it's really quite unique and really quite good. The loading I've noticed does take a little while, but I think, like I said, because they're loading the initial world, and like initial things around you. Like I don't know how far the world actually gets loaded, and it seems infinite. Like I could be wrong, but I don't know. And if anybody knows how like the mechanics actually work, please let me know, because I would be interested to know. Like, is the world set when you load it, or is it procedurally generated as you go? And can you go around the world? Okay, so this is Raft. Basically, you have this hook tool. I want these barrels bad. I might like just swim out and get them, but I won't. So basically what happens in Raft, oh no, is you start on this little raft with this hook tool, and you can hit tab to open your inventory, and see they give you some recipes and stuff to build stuff right away. But initially what you want to do is basically throw this hook in the water, and you have to not suck. There's also a shark in the water, which is terrifying. But the shark is always there. And actually on easy, like it's really not that bad. You can also right click to just automatically bring it back in. And basically what I'm just doing right now is just trying to pull, I'm pulling wood in, the leaves and plastic. That's all that's available to you like at the beginning of the game. Or I guess like, wow, that was really bad. I haven't played this in a couple days because I've been working. You can also hook two things if you're a master. And you can just grab stuff up by the side of your boat. But the game is so good. But the barrels are like kind of like what you really want. See, if I hold this right here, I can like just grab both of these. Because the barrels will bring in like multiples of the basic items. There's also crates at a later point. Oh, that's a crate right there, actually. No, that's a piece of plastic. Yeah, the crates usually have more stuff in them, like different kinds of scrap and whatnot. But basically, like the leaves. Ooh, I almost got all three. That'd have been a nice hole. But so basically the thing that you want to do is kind of just start building. So you can build a hammer, but you need wood and rope. To get rope, you can actually just take the, I want this stuff here. You can come down here to these resources, and you can just craft rope from the, using the leaves. And I don't think, like, it's kind of weird the way that the game works, because it seems like as you build to a certain level, like, certain things will happen in the game. Like, oh, there's actually an island down there. You can look, if you look on the left of the screen, you can see it in, like, the peripheral really well. But the hard thing is, in the beginning of the game, is the, oh, you're not gonna hook. You don't have an anchor in the beginning of the game. You can like make an anchor, but you need. Oh, I do have some rocks. Oh, I must have found that beet in a barrel. But let's make the hammer real quick. You can also, when you have tab open, you can like reorganize your toolbar down here, and that makes it like a lot easier. So I'm just gonna build a couple extra spaces. Oh, here's one of the crates. Crates are definitely really, really nice because you get so much stuff. Yeah, like there's an island right there, but it might be hard to actually stop at, because the problem is your raft will not stop. I might be able to make a sail, but I don't think so. I need actual like scrap for that. Sails do work like incredibly well. Like I could, even without an anchor, if I could sail like into the middle and kind of like lock myself in there. The problem is I just don't have any scrap, so. But the sail is actually really nice. But really the first thing I think you want is, I think a sail could be the first thing you want. You definitely want the research table. The research table is what you really want, because that's where all your blueprints and stuff go. And the research table comes with a bunch of useful blueprints in it, like a lot actually. Like the majority of blueprints are in there, from what I've seen so far. Oh, you know what I could do too? I think I could make a. Can I make a paddle? I can. So I might be able to. The paddle kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. But I might be able to paddle into a spot over here and get stuck. Definitely don't want to be in the water. The shark will definitely like come and eat you. I think if I like paddle over to here, I can just get stuck between this spot. But you definitely. Will I get stuck? Yes. Perfect. Perfect-ish, I would say. Perfect-ish. Because it will definitely be hard. So see, like the shark will definitely just come and bite you. But if I go on this side, I think it kind of like has like a proximity. And we're just going to dive down here, and then we can use our hook tool and get some stone and some other stuff. There's definitely a lot of useful resources when you're diving. Like this is actually where some more of like the resources you need for, like, I don't know, I guess like mid game, as far as building stuff kind of is. And it took me like a while to realize it. But you know, basically like the stones, there's clay down here. I think this is metal ignite. Yeah, metal ore. And like that's the stuff you really. Ooh, that's the shark. The shark just bit me. So I'll go back over to this side. Maybe he won't notice me. There's also like scrap pieces and stuff down here, which I kind of want. The one thing that I dislike a little bit is I wish the music was going on a little bit more. I kind of want this scrap. So there's like pieces of scrap down here that you can just harvest too. And that's what I want. That was the shark again. It's actually funny because like the shark really won't kill you unless you just really let him just chomp away at you. At least on this normal difficulty anyway. Like he's probably going to try and chomp on me again. You're going to say, yeah, he just tried to, but he missed. I'm about to run out of air too. Oh, I almost dodged it. I was trying not to get bit. But like he I just feel like it's pretty hard to get killed, but so there's definitely a lot of resources down under there. What I also need is I want a stone axe. Oh, another nice thing too is like if you have this little menu open here, you can just. Is this guy biting? I need a spear. This guy's about to eat my stuff. Yeah, so the other thing too is like the shark will eat your raft, which is like kind of annoying. Oops, I definitely didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to put it up here. I'll eat this radish, but you can see like my health is going up like pretty quick. I also don't think that the shark, like if you go far enough away from the boat, I don't think he'll I don't think he eats the boat. Like if you're on a really big island, he won't eat the boat. But I'll just jump up here and I'm just gonna cut some trees down. There's a watermelon here, so like it's really nice because if you're if you're going with the flow of the ocean here, I guess you will find a lot of trash. See, like there's a path. You will find a lot of trash. I'm gonna try and jump here. Oop. You can like kind of billy goat most. I want to get over to this other area. I don't know if there's a way to climb. You can kind of like billy goat up a lot of the surfaces. And by billy goating, I mean you basically just like kind of like walk against it. Oh, maybe I can get up over here. You can kind of just walk, like press up against it, and then kind of just jump up and billy goat per se. You can also sleep in the game, but I really have found no benefit to actually sleeping. Eat these coconuts here. Eat a watermelon. Watermelons are like really, really good. But I honestly think like if you can, oh, there's a pineapple here too. You definitely want to get up on land and like, where's Mr. Sharky Shark? I guess I'll just paddle away if I can. Sometimes it's like really hard to paddle because if you're not going with the, because you have to like fight against the current. I'm gonna go over here though. I also wish like that there was tools in the game that had infinite durability. Well, that was a nice snag. Yeah, we're just gonna paddle out here and try to grab some of these bigger. What I really, really would like is a sail, I think. I need a lot more palms. I just wish that what I was gonna say earlier, and I don't know if I finished my thought, was I wish the music would kind of like go on for like a little bit longer. Because it like stops, but it usually starts up at like the beginning of the day, the new day. What's really nice too is the, like you can just sit here and watch like the moon rise and fall. Same thing with the sun if you want. You know, if that kind of thing floats your boat. The streamer is also really useful because the streamer basically will tell you like what, oops. Ow, he was so ready. He was so ready. You can kill the shark too if you're so inclined. But basically what happens is like the shark will usually die pretty naturally because he'll like jump up on your boat and all that, and eventually you'll just like he'll jump up on your boat and then you can spear him with the spear here, and then after a while, I mean he will just die. because he only has like so much health. Alright, so I want both those barrels over here. I don't know how hard this is to see for you guys, but it shouldn't be too bad. Let's see if I can grab both these barrels in the box over there. I also hear more seagulls. So that means that there's more land around somewhere. I just can't see it right now. It's probably in front of this trash pit though. So like I feel like the paddle and stuff just goes too fast. I mean I could just definitely hook this thing from here. Ace hook. I want that leaf. Give me the leaf. You can also set up like nets later in the game and hook them onto your, like you just attach them to your boat. And let me see if I can build a sail. I can. What is this? Alright, let me eat something to make some room. And then I'm going to put this sail. I'm going to put this sail like here. And then I can open the sail. And then using R I can rotate it. And then that kind of like lets me... I'm going to do something like that. And then the sail just lets me kind of like position myself. The thing is, you still like you can't sail against the current. You son of a. So you could just stab this guy, but you will have to repair. You will have to repair. So if you click and hold the right button, you can go down to repair, and then hit that. And you can see the health, and then you just use planks to fix it. It's kind of annoying. Like the shark, I wish that there was like just shark infested areas. But I wish like the sharks wouldn't I wish there just wasn't one shark like just constantly following you around. Like I wonder if it's like a lot worse on the other difficulties or what, but it's also kind of hard to see right now. Oh, but I want to build a streamer. So basically, I'll just put the streamer here. And then see, like the streamer just tells you which way the wind is going. So whichever direction it's pointing. Ooh. Barrel. Yeah, you get pretty good at hooking after a while. And there's another island up there too. Cool. And then, yeah, so let's see. The clock. Yeah, so pretty much what I want to is like, I want the research table. And you can hit R here to rotate this. I mean, I'm just gonna put it back here for right now. I like how I could just hang it off the edge. Cool. No. So I'll sail over here and try to get stuck in this island too. But basically, so what happens when you have the research table, and like I didn't realize it for a while. I don't actually need these blueprints. So I'm just going to throw them in the bottom of the ocean there. Because they should already be in here somewhere. But basically what you can do to start is like you put an item in here and then research it. And then everything with this item, or every like combination of things. I have to make sure I hit this island. Every combination of things will be in here. So like I'll put the plank in, research it. Oh, this is the bird's nest. Okay. And then you basically just take any like craftable item and then see. I have to make sure I hit this. Scusi for the video. But see, then I can just park right here and kind of pin myself up. It could move, but it seems okay. I've had my raft float away before, but luckily, like, it didn't float too far. I left all the music just kicked up too when I wanted to talk about something. But yeah, so we had the plank and scrap, so you can combine both of those to make a lantern, or you can also make a medium crop plot, which is really good. You have a bucket, so I'll research this and learn how to make a bucket for gathering milk. Can't research that. Plastic is definitely a researchable item. I had nails at one point. So here I can make trophy boards. These are all trophy boards. These are the nets that I was talking about. A simple collection net. Basically, you snap it to your raft, and if anything passes under the net, you basically catch it. But then you have to pick it up out of the net. The thing that's annoying is the shark can eat the nets. Same way it'll eat the raft, it can eat the nets. So here's a scarecrow too for keeping birds away from like the crop plots. Pretty useful. And then like there's a lot of stuff in here. You really just need to like unlock the different things that you find and that you build. I mean, so here's the receiver and the antenna. I thought I just heard the shark. The antenna should be in here somewhere. Unless I only had the one antenna and I was supposed to put it in. No, there's the antenna. Yeah, so yeah, it's fine. So then we can jump back on here and kind of snag whatever's around. I don't typically grab the flowers because the flowers are just for painting. So it's kind of like, kind of don't really care about it right now. Well, it could definitely be useful later, but it seems like there's typically a lot of them around. It's like red flower. Basically, when you pick the flowers, you get the flowers themselves, but then you also get seeds. And to like plant flowers in a crop pot and stuff. Like there is like scissors and stuff, but there's shears, but it says they're used for like shearing wool and stuff. But I thought it'd be nice if they had an item where you could cut these like stuff like this down, and like you would just grab a bunch of. Oh no, what was that? Yeah, I definitely want that plastic hook. Swim out here and hopefully don't get eaten by the shark. Yeah, you can definitely kill the shark, but it definitely takes a while. Alright, I'll try to swim over here. But basically, what was I gonna say? Like one of the big items you want to really get going with the crafting. Oh, you stinking shark! See how it gets these scars on it too? That'll tell you like how close it is to losing its life. I was gonna eat a bunch of this stuff here. These beets are like worthless. The big item that you want to get going with the crafting is, let me see where it is. It's the smelter, not the sweep net. See, there's like batteries and stuff. It kind of reminds me of like Ark, the way stuff kind of goes. Titanium ignet. I never seen that. You can build better weapons with higher durability, but oh, there's my alarm. The smelter is what you want because you can basically smelt. You can melt ore, sand, and seaweed, and what you want a dry brick, and basically to get a dry brick, you create a wet brick, and then you just leave it out, and it'll eventually dry, which is really neat. Which is a really neat concept. That like kind of in the Long Dark, they did that a lot with like the animal hides and stuff. You could just dry them out. Yeah, but basically that's kind of like the basis of the game. Oh, I got bit again. But it's definitely like it's just a super neat game, and there's definitely like some end game stuff in it too. That is definitely really cool after you kind of like really get going with your raft. But like I said, I think the best way to play this game is with friends, for sure. You can also kill birds and go fishing, and you can really do a lot of games. This obviously it's like a survival sandbox game, but it's just really fun, and I kind of wanted to take some time because I have been playing it to make a video just kind of talking about the game and showing some of the gameplay, the early game stuff, and like what you can actually do. Because I don't know why, I just didn't want to pick it up at first, and then I decided like, you know what, I'll go for it. I'll give it a shot, and it's been a lot of fun so far. So I definitely encourage people to buy it if they're into these kind of games because I think this is a good title, and as long as they keep making more like more items and they keep bringing elements into the world, I think it'll get a lot better. And they probably will because there's really only like so many animals I've seen so far, and there's like so many more that they could bring in, and different kind of plants and maybe different islands. And I mean, even if they wanted to have like they do have kind of like an NPC, but well, not really. I guess it's just more of like a um, it's just more of a trader. It's just more of like a trading post, is what it is. But it's definitely interactable, and but it's neat. The whole game is neat, and you can build like really elaborate bases and stuff. Like if you go in here, this is under the right click button. You can definitely make like crazy. These are all like walls and doors, little triangular fences, stairs, ladders. And the thing is, like, you can paint, and do like all that stuff too. With the flowers. So it's definitely really cool game, and I encourage you to play it with friends. I'm not saying like, I'm not telling you guys to spend your last $20 or whatever, but if you got it, I think it's worth it for sure. Definitely a really nice game. And it's definitely has that water world feel to it, big time. So that's gonna be this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know like what your experiences has been playing Raft, and like, are you guys enjoying it, or does it really lose its draw after like the first 20 hours or what? But yeah, just let me know in the comment section below, and I will catch you guys in the next video.